You're listening to ArTEEtude, a podcast with artists created and produced by Detlef Schlich, a visual artist and ritual designer, living and loving in West Cork, and best known for his essay about the cause and effect of shamanism, art and digital culture. Working in the field of performance, photography, painting, sound, installations, and film, he will dive and discover with us and a weekly creative guest into the unknown and exciting deep ocean of the creative mind.
This is Detlef Schlich, and today we dive into a deep and unknown ocean of the creative minds, this time with two musicians, two punk rockers from actually currently California. I mean, we can say now based in California. It is Buko Pan Guerra and next got both are from the Swords of Fatima. Hi guys.
Hello. Hello. Happy back again.
Yeah, it's great to have you in my show because it's the first time that I have this experience calling with one person from in the car.
I know.
And I mean, dear listeners, sorry again for the sound last week. It is Buko's mother was in the car, but she's now eating, so we have to hurry up.
And don't forget the uncle. He's in the back seat.
Yeah.
No, I'm in the back seat.
Yeah,
I wasn't driving. I was being chauffeured.
Yeah. So you have the posh back seat now, which is nice. Yeah. So it's cool. So this both lovely people. They are from this band, the Swords of Fatima, and from other bands as well. I mean, Buko has a solo project. We will play. She has another project, and we will play another song from her second project. We come back later to that in a minute, and we will play later at the end of the podcast Madame Goldring from the Swords of Fatima. But first of all, because time flies by, I would like to say thank you to all the listeners that you're joining and that you listen to this show. I mean, I'm now again flying like this digital shaman through California down to LA, down to these two fellows, and it's great to have you in this show because I love the sound what they're gonna make. Nick, the architect of the drums, and Buko, they called her the bitch on the banjo. And they're gonna her
badass bitch, the badass bitch with the banjo,
the badass bitch of the banjo, and she used her guitar in a tune of the banjo, and use this style actually for this special sound which this both create. And I mean, I called it it is James Bond film music for Alibaba, but
I like his terminology better than the bio. I gotta say that's hilarious. For James Bond for Alibaba. Come on,
yeah.
That's who doesn't want that? That's like whoa.
I just say exotic punk, and people are like, I never heard of that. I'm like, because I created my own genre.
Dangerous.
There's no genre good for me.
My name is Buko.
Buko Pan Guerra.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
It's great. It's so energetic, your sound, you know. So, and it's really, and I mean, you guys, you already have 4 albums, isn't it, together?
Yeah. Well, also the energy is because Nikki gets really bored if it's really slow. He's like, He has to keep sucking in nicotine and like playing really, really fast. And he drinks a Coke before each show. And it's just like, it has to have high energy because, I mean, he started playing drums with the Ramones, and it's just kind of that has to, you know, if it doesn't have the energy, he's like falling asleep, like, oh, it's so bored. Can you play something more interesting? So
there's
those
some
are the
truth
parameters.
to that, but I mean, come on, let's be honest about this. You come in there playing like guitar riffs that are so and like there is no drummer who can go like, not even the Slayer guy, nobody can go like, like a drum machine could do it, but not a human being, dude. So that's why the disco beats.
Well, you are a drum machine.
You're basically like cutting the time in half to be able to play it at speed. It's like, that's what's going on now. It's like, it's a trick. It's smoke. It's mirrors. It's creepy. The drum,
but you're doing quite well, don't you? I mean, it's really if you practice your drumming. When did you start with your learning drumming?
Well, I started when I was 15, but I was really, really, really shitty. But the two guys in my first band, Psychopop, they took me in because they're like, God damn, that guy can do rolls like a motherfucker. Like the first thing I did, but then I couldn't keep time, so I was just like, I mean, it was just like ridiculous. So they're like, you know what? There's more to playing drums than just the rolls, dude. And I was like, oh, okay. And they were like, listen to some of these songs, and I listened. I was like, this is like Beatles bullshit. I don't want to listen to any of this because, and alarmingly enough, I hated the Beatles until I was like 21 years old. And then I heard the song Sleeping and it all changed. And I was like, oh my God, they're geniuses. But like, it was all about Sabbath and Zeppelin and Deep Purple and Alice Cooper.
Really?
Yeah, huge. Yeah, it really was. Yeah. And then I discovered the Ramones, and that was it. I was just like, oh my God. If that skinny little motherfucker from New York City can play drums that fast and that cool, well, God damn it, I ought to be able to do it. And so I went out and got a drum set and played super bad forever. And those poor guys, you know, they like Tom Price and Alan Anderson, the two guys that were in Psychopop with me, suffered through, I don't know, 3 or 4 years at least until I got vaguely.
And they couldn't replace you. And they couldn't replace
you.
Because they loved you.
I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm stuck with him because he's the only person for the job. And I have to put up with all his bullshit constantly. And he's always he's always coming back. No? He's always coming back like a boomerang. No? He's like, you know, we had Friday the 13th yesterday. So he's like, Michael, he can never die. He killed him. He shows back and be like, fuck.
Yeah. I must.
He's great.
Sure. I mean, and I have to mention, we mentioned it already in the first part that the Buko already started with 1 year listen to punk rock. So which
I know. The hell.
That is quite early.
Yeah.
I must say, guys, the thing is, like I say, for me, it's completely as well a new experience to have this. I mean, a 3-person conversation is far more energetic than a two-person conversation, and it's great. It's really, but I still didn't get to this moment because what I still have to do is to let our listeners know. To let our listeners know your Instagram accounts. So both are on Instagram. Yours is Buko. Is Buko Pan Guerra on Instagram. And people can see it next week on a YouTube podcast as well, and in the description on every podcast post. So I put it already in. So the links are there. Nick, your Instagram one is?
Oh, for Christ's sake,
7 of 9.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
7 of 9. 7 of 9.
Is it really?
Yeah. I mean,
it says obsession. 7 of 9.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
obsession.
Don't worry. I put it in the description. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I have as well like the third one from the Swords of Fatima. It's as well on Instagram, so people can follow there and can see progress. Blah blah blah. All that is there. As well like on Facebook. You both are on Facebook, and people can friend you.
Oh yeah. You can find if you just Google the Swords of Fatima, you're gonna find both things immediately.
Yeah. That as well. Or the website, which is as well online. So that's great. If you guys, I mean, guys, if you want to support this podcast, you can leave a donation or just share the podcast, which helps already as well, because this is a listener supported podcast. Or you can find me as well on Instagram. It's at Detlef Schlich, or at ArTEEtude, or at I Love West Cork Artists. As well as, if you want to be part of our conversation, communication, or whatever, you can join on Facebook, the I Love West Cork Artists group, and you get all the news over there. It's a very lively group where artists from all over the world and people and musicians from all over the world sharing their work and trying to be a huge eclectic community, without this hate speech, which is normally everywhere on Facebook.
Oh, Christ.
So, yeah. I mean, I had it those days again. Things like this happen, and I run this page already more than 10 years, and but I'm getting better and better as administrator. You become a mediator as well.
Yeah.
So
it's called, in America, we call that separating the wheat from the chaff. And the chaff is like the undesirable part of the wheat that you don't want to eat. You throw that in the garbage and you keep the wheat little nuggets.
Yeah. Scheißen ist Arbeit. Yes.
Yeah. Scheißen ist Arbeit.
I love this T-shirt. It's German. It's actually.
I learned how to say it correctly.
Yeah.
Scheißen. That means Arbeit.
Very good. That means shitting is hard. This is That's for the new listeners.
But it also means like I'm working a shit job, man. Kind of. In a way, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So okay. So before I forget that, and as well, you can go to you guys are now in the Hall of ArTEEtude. I forgot that to mention.
Explain to Nikki.
Yeah, in some kind of trouble.
I mean, yeah, somehow. I mean, the Hall of ArTEEtude.
Gestapo? I mean, should I be looking at the door now?
It's like the Hall of Fame, but you're just not in the Hall of Fame. You're in the Hall of ArTEEtude. That means I'm creating a mark from some images of you, and I make a new collage and
excellent.
And put that.
Yeah, he's also an artist.
Let me guess. The T-shirt's going to make it into that montage, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. So
it is.
What is Scheißen ist Arbeit? You mean, or what? This T-shirt? Yeah, sure. That's actually a good idea. Yes, I cannot do that. Yes.
Why not?
Yeah. So you have to.
It's the theme of our podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nikki, pose with her shirt so he can get a good image.
Yeah.
Oh, not a problem.
Yeah. 10, 9, 8,
a little
7,
bit
6,
to
5,
your. It's not.
That's good. I mean, it looks good. So that's
okay. You got it. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's great. It's cool. Thank you very much. Yeah. I have it. Yeah.
Okay, you're done. You just go in.
Done.
Done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Done.
And now I require the phone number.
At least he's wearing pants.
Neff.
So guys, you can find.
We can't tell if he is. All we see is a microphone, and who knows? Might be no pants.
So Nick, so you are as well now in the Hall of ArTEEtude. That means I'm gonna make sometimes maybe an exhibition with it, with all this Max and create some special artwork and whatever. So I will see. So, and you guys can find it on www.arteetude.com, because I have a shop there as well running. But the thing is, I was hacked, so nobody can buy it, because
we should be sending you the $50.
I stopped my PayPal system because that was the summer, and it was so I was so stressed that I said, okay, before I have to find something very secure. As long as I'm not finding that, you can see these things, but nobody can buy it. But I don't mind, you know. So I mean, it's not just about that. So I mean, I think as well. It's guys, look, what I think is necessary. What I love is especially in this Californian punk rock scene. And I mean, you're not the only one. I have Cliff now in it, you know.
Oh my God, I love those guys. I saw them when I was a child. I was 15 years old when I saw the Weirdos for the first time.
Yeah,
15 years old. And Dick Denny put peanut butter all over. He took not a peanut butter jar, like a small peanut butter jar, but enormous, like made for, you know, a restaurant size peanut butter jar. Dumped it on himself and then slung it all over the audience. And this is documented fact. I've seen videos of it, or actually we didn't even have videos then. It was Super 8 footage of him going, throwing it. It was Crime and the Offs at the Bird in Seattle. And I think that was 76, maybe 77, something like that.
No?
But it was amazing.
1 year old,
I was just a little child. And I was like, oh my God.
Yes, sure.
Welcome to punk rock.
Yeah. And I think it is currently, it's really necessary after our last president, you know. So it's necessary to
for God's sake.
To bring punk rock more again up, you know. So
yeah,
I know. It's like Reagan times 2. Reagan 2.0.
I know. I mean, it's nothing bigger than this role models for neoliberalism. So I think really that's so and punk rock is the best way to express your feeling against a cultural shit like this, you know. So, and I see just remaining time. Okay, 9 minutes. So
one thing I'd like to say really quickly is, as long as I've done the punk rock thing, I have to say, all I need is a time machine and a date with Hildegard Knef. The old German actor. Knef. There you go.
Knef. So do you know?
How come my friend from Cologne never corrects me on that pronunciation? I always say Neff, and she's like, no. She doesn't go, no, it's Knef. And like she goes, oh yeah, I like her too. She's really great.
She's from Cologne or what?
She doesn't go like, you're saying that wrong.
She likes you.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you're from Cologne too?
You're really from Cologne.
I'm from Cologne, yes. So Köln, I love.
No.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
There you go.
That is another story. Hildegard Knef. But maybe she was just polite, you know. Do you know a song from her? What is it?
The old one.
Which one?
There's 3 big hits.
Okay.
There's one from a movie. Huge though. She loves it. She's like, I loved her when I was a little girl. She's so amazing.
Oh, all right.
I'm looking now.
If you find it, tell me. So I would say in the meanwhile, Buko, we're gonna play a song of your other band. Can you?
Oh yeah.
Which one shall we play?
Arabica.
Okay.
It's a kind of a long song though. It's like 8 minutes.
All right.
So.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What is the name?
Yeah. The Arabica, and it's from my other band called Detlef Swords. It's a mashup of another band, Detlef Noir Fakirs, and then Swords of Fatima, so Detlef Swords, which is funny. I'm sitting at Shields because Detlef Noir is a type of date. So it's kind of funny. I'm also sitting in Shields date shake. I'm about to go have one in Indio, California. So when you come visit us in California,
yes,
maybe we can come to Shields and get a date shake. So it's me and my friend Ustad. He has an acoustic Turkish saz and I have an electric Turkish saz, and we play a duo of Turkish saz. Not traditional music, it's just kind of our own music, but so that's
I'm looking forward to listen to it. So what is the name of the song now?
Arabica, like the coffee.
Okay. Sorry, dear listeners, the reception goes sometimes under. So okay, Arabica.
Yeah.
Dear listeners, Arabica. Hear you in a minute. Bye-bye. Okay, we are just back from our song. Thank you very much for this tune, dear Buko.
You're welcome.
I mean, it's great. I'm looking forward to see that maybe sometimes live and on YouTube as well. So
yeah, on YouTube for sure.
So
I'm just gonna guess on which one is her favorite one, but I think it has one of them I have a really hard time saying. Für mich soll's rot Rosen. It sounds like here we go.
Okay. I think as well, Nick. He found a song. Can you pronounce the song again, Nick? What is the name of it?
I can try, but my German is horrible. If I could only say it in French, it would be better. But like, there's no French translation for it.
It's not Hildegard Knef. It's Hildegard.
It looks like it is her.
Say it with a French accent.
Yeah.
If I said it with a speak German with a French accent.
No.
Okay, I'd say für mich soll's rot Rosen regnen.
It's actually für mich soll's rote Rosen regnen.
Yes.
Soll's wir im Dunkeln begegnen.
The other one I know that is a good one is it. Top 10 worship.
Huh?
Top worship.
Captain Worship. Captain
I
Worship.
think so.
No, I don't
That's
know.
it, right?
Again.
I'm trying to. It won't play without. If I turn this on, it might do it. Nah, it won't, because we're like linked to the thing.
Okay. Right. So
it's on Ich Broch 1971.
Okay. So we might come back to that sometime. We still have a third episode next week. So and maybe Nick is then able to sing it maybe as well.
Yeah, I'll hit up the girl from Cologne.
Yeah, you can practice. You can practice 1 week. So für dich.
Yeah.
This is of course the same
you
girl.
You got to add another language.
I've been saying Hildegard Knef forever, right? And it's
Hildegard Knef. Tell your German girlfriend from Cologne it is Hildegard Knef.
Yeah, so Nikki already speaks Spanish.
You just didn't tell me.
So mean.
Just going like,
Nikki.
Nikki,
you already speak French, Spanish, and Japanese. So now you got to add German. But now you got German. So there you go.
I can't do it. There's just, I'm overdrawn at the memory bank now. I can't have more space. There's no more space.
Yeah. We got to finish our song.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, we have to play now the second song, and the second song is again back to the Swords of Fatima, and it's called Swords of Fatima, and it's called Madame Goldring. And if you guys have to say something to this song, if you want to add a little bit for the listener to the song,
This Madame Goldring was a character in a Dragnet show, and it was a fortune teller who was scamming people. But also it's a song about my grandmother, because I found out before she married my grandfather, she was in love with a sailor in the Philippines. We're talking 1930 or so, 1940. And the sailor left, and he was supposed to come back a year later. And he came back 2 years later, but my grandmother was already pregnant with my her first child. And
funny
so
how she never discusses this with me. I wonder why.
So it's about my grandmother going to a fortune teller, trying to ask, where is my love? Is he coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, well, first mistake using a fortune teller right there.
And then Madame Goldring
say,
is
you don't go near them, man.
Which is really funny. So we'll make a video with the dragnet character and my grandmother.
All right. I mean, that sounds very shamanic as well. So that's sounds cool. I would say, dear guys, it was great to have you here in the second part. We listen now to the song Madame Goldring, and I'm just I'm thinking about that. Did I forget anything? I don't know. I don't think so. I would say, dear Buko, dear Nick, thank you very much for having you in this show. It was a pleasure, and it's really funny. And I love your T-shirt. So Buko, you have to beat that next week.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I don't wear T-shirts, so we'll see.
I'll wear a really weird one next week. I promise. I got them.
So I probably have you both guys done together. You say, no?
Yeah, next time.
That's the plan.
If you had anything, I'm sure we'll cover it in the third episode.
Okay, my dears, thank you very much. And Madame Goldring by the Swords of Fatima. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You have listened to ArTEEtude, West Cork's first art, fashion and design podcast. ArTEEtude, never so close again. That was too close.